And in our next segment, we would like to introduce a service achievement of our reigning Miss of Vancouver 2024, Wendy Leong. She has done numerous public appearances in service of her community. Hi, Wendy.
Hello, Szarmaine and everybody.
How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking.
Kindly introduce yourself.
So, as Szarmaine has mentioned, my name is Wendy Leong, and I am the reigning 25th edition Miss of Vancouver 2024. Proudly and fully endorsed and supported to compete as a finalist in the 25th edition Miss of British Columbia and Miss of Canada 2024 pageants by 10 sponsors and 8 generous donors from my community. I come from a multicultural family with my father from Hong Kong and mother from Taiwan, and am now a proud citizen of our multicultural country of Canada. As my title indicates, I'm living in Vancouver of British Columbia. I graduated from my provincial university in my home city, the University of British Columbia, which I entered with multiple honors, awards, and scholarships, with a double bachelor's degree in computer science and mathematics, both fields where women are underrepresented and I feel special to be in. I have put my education and special passion for public health care to practice every day, working full-time as a health information systems analyst and administrator for the only Christian public health authority in my city and province, Providence Healthcare Society. Outside of work, I am multi-talented. I am fluent in 3 languages and had won top student awards 4 years in a row in my 4th language, which is Japanese, at the international baccalaureate level. I have played the piano since grade 1 and eventually become certified by the Royal Conservatory of Music at the grade 8 level with first-class honors. I've picked up the ballroom dance sport at the beginner level as well, and am also a natural singer, as you can witness in the works I have performed as Miss of Vancouver. I am very privileged and having so much fun to fulfill my Miss of Vancouver duties outside of my full-time job.
So, Wendy, can you speak about what you've done so far as Miss of Vancouver, and what would you like to achieve towards your journey to Miss of Canada national competition?
I believe any pageant title or titles I now carry or will carry additionally is not just for my personal honor or glamour, but carries or carry with it or them responsibilities for, first of all, the city, province, and or country that I represent or will represent. Second of all, other fellow women. And third of all, the Miss Canada Globe family. I would like to start with sharing my pageant platforms. As Miss of Vancouver 2024, and should I become Miss of British Columbia and or Miss of Canada 2024, my 2 major platforms are to promote public health care and international children poverty relief. I have already put these platforms into action during my reign as Miss of Vancouver, having arranged to volunteer to raise $52 million so far and public support in 17 public health care campaigns for St. John Ambulance and 6 Greater Vancouver Public Health Authority and Hospitals Foundations, including the Vancouver General and UBC Hospitals Foundations of my home city, and the BC Children's Hospital Foundation, which aligns with both of my major platforms, to advocate for and fund better public health care in Greater Vancouver and BC, and my very own employer, Providence Healthcare Society as well. I was featured as a special guest, raffle prize drawer, and presenter in Langley Memorial Hospital Foundation's Giving Hearts and Hot Havana Night galas, and also as the dance floor leader in the latter gala, where I used my dance talent. I was specially featured in Burnaby Hospital Foundation's Love of Burnaby campaign to call for public support for this hospital of the Greater Vancouver City where I grew up in its largest redevelopment project. I offered a motivational speech and talent entertainment performance at my health information management profession's Christmas party. I volunteered my voice in my hospital's employees union's Care Can't Wait campaign, where I promoted public awareness and advocacy for improved long-term care conditions for both patients and healthcare workers in BC. Having met with and delivered my campaign petition in person to the office of the BC Minister of Health and coincidentally also my MLA, the Honorable Mr. Adrian Dix. I volunteered in my employer Providence Health Care's Great Power to promote plant-based diet towards sustainable healthcare, and I'm scheduled to volunteer as a Green Care Plus leader in cleaning up for a greener community. I was invited as a VIP supporter and raffle prizes presenter on behalf of my sponsor at the St. John Ambulance The Night is Young fundraising gala for the cadets Asia Pacific Youth Competition. Worthy of mention here is, of course, my volunteer support at one of Miss Canada Globe's official charities, Alzheimer's Society BC's annual walk for Alzheimer's, just on the last week of May, despite the pouring rain. So that was a summary of my actions on my public healthcare platform. Now, in terms of my International Children Poverty Relief platform, I've partnered with World Vision, the world-leading Christian charity organization in this work, as a child sponsor for 8 years. And during my Miss of Vancouver reign, I've proactively hosted a fundraiser to raise $1,040 of special gift for my sponsored child, Charlaine's family, because World Vision has told me the very sad news of Charlaine's mother's recent brain tumor diagnosis. But my attention has gone not just to my own sponsored child. I've also volunteered as a World Vision ambassador at a major Christian concert where I proudly helped to harvest part of the 200 plus new child sponsorships. I intend to have more partnerships with public health authorities and hospitals, foundations, and employees union to support public health care, as well as World Vision to support international children poverty relief, especially if I become Miss of BC or Miss of Canada 2024. So other than my two major platforms, I believe my responsibilities towards my city, province, or country also include promotion of education, community engagements, business activities, and tourism. I have done many works to fulfill each of these responsibilities during my reign as Miss of Vancouver. In terms of promotion of education, I started volunteering in my alma mater UBC's Computer Science Home Department's Tri-Mentoring Program as an industry mentor to mentor current computer science female students. I mentored my students monthly for the duration of an academic year, especially in career preparation and advising. I volunteered on UBC's Alumni Homecoming Day to welcome fellow UBC alumni back to their alma mater. You can watch my onstage feature interview with alumni UBC at Homecoming on my YouTube channel. In terms of promotion of community engagement and tourism, I have arranged to volunteer and raise over $110,000 plus Toys for Poor Children so far for 15 community organizations, events, programs, and attractions that include hosting my own Miss of Vancouver meet, greet, and photo booth at the Edmonds Festival of Lights at Edmonds Community Center, volunteering for a fundraising Christmas festivity called Breakfast with Santa, West Vancouver Community Cultural Fest, and the Vancouver North Shore Sports Awards ceremony at the West Vancouver Community Centre. Volunteering for the City of Burnaby's Parkway Alive program and Canada Day Street Fest. Volunteering for the City of Coquitlam's environmental programs Repair Cafe. Attendance with a toy donation at the Christmas Wish Breakfast for the Lower Mainland Christmas Bureau. Volunteering as a charity gift wrap supervisor and fundraising gala volunteer for Burnaby Neighborhood House. Volunteering at the Neighborhood Houses Day for the Association of Neighborhood Houses of BC. Volunteering with Alumni UBC's A Project team to combat hunger with the Greater Vancouver Food Bank. Volunteering for one of North America's largest road races, the Vancouver Sun Run. Volunteering at the Brazilian New Year's Eve White Party. And attendance at the Vancouver Chinatown Spring Festival Dinner Gala and the International Women's Day Celebration Banquet hosted by the Chinese Benevolent Association of Vancouver's Women's Committee, just to name a few. As Miss of Vancouver, I have been privileged to be invited to a lot of opportunities to perform my MC and singing talents to support many of these community events and attractions, including the Richmond Night Market, Lightstep Lafarge, Vancouver Chinatown Spring Festival Parade, Chinese Benevolent Association of Vancouver's and the Chinese Community's Joins Christmas and New Year Celebration Banquet, Angels on Earth Society's Lunar New Year performance at the George Derby Center for Retired Veterans, and my clan association, Lung's Benevolent Association's 35th anniversary and Chinese New Year celebration. And in terms of business activities, I am serving as the brand endorser, model, and spokeswoman of 3 of my pageant sponsors. I'm going to continue to fulfill my social responsibilities in the promotion of education, community engagements, business activities, and tourism, aside from my 2 major platforms in my remaining reign as Miss of Vancouver and if I become Miss of BC and Miss of Canada. Lastly, as I reign as Miss of Vancouver, and should I become the next Miss of BC and or Miss of Canada, I am going to hold myself accountable to all fellow women and the Miss Canada Globe family as a role model, mentor, and leader, inspiring all-around beautiful womanhood for other fellow women, including my sisters in the Miss Canada Globe family. And I am going to represent the Miss Canada Globe brand and my bestowed titles suitably in the promotion of well-rounded feminine beauty.
And Wendy, as the national competition comes close, is there a message that you would like to share to your supporters and fans for the upcoming national competition?
I would like to start with a message to the fans and supporters of Miss Canada Globe pageants. I would like you to know that you are not just supporting superficiality or vanity. The Miss Canada Globe pageants do not just promote outward physical beauty, but promote all-around beauty also characterized by character, education, physical and mental health, as well as charity works and community services. Your supports mean so much to all the Miss Canada Globe pageants contestants, title holders, and staff, and encourage us to persevere in our nonprofit pageants goals and missions for the 25th year. And since this is my interview, I hope it is okay for me to include a message to my fans and supporters too. To all of my fans, supporters, sponsors, donors, Instagram followers, and YouTube channel subscribers, thank you for all of your support. I wouldn't have the opportunity to become Miss of Vancouver and finalist in Miss of BC and Miss of Canada without the support of my sponsors and donors. And my supporters have encouraged me to become the best Miss of Vancouver and the potential next Miss of BC and Miss of Canada that I can. You have motivated me to not just meet the pageant's minimum requirement for 2 public appearances per month, but to go above and beyond every month. So you are part of the reason I have won this honor as Miss of Public Relations. I would like to call for your votes in the Miss of BC and Miss of Canada public voting component, which will count towards my score. I believe that the exceptional amount of work that I'm doing as Miss of Vancouver is proof that I can become a good Miss of BC and Miss of Canada. I will continue to go above and beyond minimum requirements to fulfill my duties should I become Miss of BC and Miss of Canada by your votes. I hope the works performed by Miss Canada Globe title holders and by me as Miss of Vancouver have inspired and motivated you to become a more educated, healthier, and more all-around beautiful person, and to become more involved in your community, whether to do charity, volunteer, or lead or mentor others.
And Wendy, my final question is, as you know, Miss Canada Globe Productions' main platform is a sisterhood mentorship program. What does a sisterhood mentorship program mean to you?
Miss Canada Globe's sisterhood mentorship platform brings a lot of depth and meaning beyond superficial outward beauty to its pageants. I think this platform empowers and bestows the responsibility on each contestant or title holder to become a mentor, role model, and leader for other new contestants or title holders, who will have opportunities to learn and grow from and be mentored and inspired by their mentors. As Miss Canada Globe has given birth to 24 annual groups of title holders and continues to accept new women annually, each Miss Canada Globe girl will have the wholesome opportunity to both be mentored by a senior and mentor other juniors for well-rounded personal growth. This sisterhood of all Miss Canada Globe girls and staff means Miss Canada Globe becomes your lifelong family once you become a Miss Canada Globe pageant contestant or title holder. And as family, this means we will take care of and watch out for one another.
Thank you so much, Wendy, for joining us. We would like to congratulate you again for being our featured service achievement for this period. We wish you good luck at the Nationals and keep up the great work.
Thank you so much for having me on air today, Szarmaine. Thanks as well, everybody, for tuning in. Please stay in touch through my Miss of Vancouver official Instagram and YouTube channel, Miss of Vancouver 25, and I look forward to seeing you at Miss of Canada 2024 provincial and national pageants. Bye!
Thank you everyone for watching our Primetime Live special. This is Szarmaine Daliva, your reigning Miss Canada Globe, signing off.